Winter is just around the corner as you get a look at Highmark Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Buffalo Bills.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
As the offensive guys trot on the field, you know they're congratulating the special teams guys to get them in great position. And while they're going out there, I'm guessing the quarterback's thinking about taking some good shots at the end zone right now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, check that. Here we go, set, go.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
2 yards on the pickup.
These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10. And it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Ready, set, liking 18.
Daniels looking to throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
This defense for the Jets, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Okay, and they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Ready? Cowboy 80. 60 Maverick. 18 Rattler. Ready?
To the air goes Daniels. He'll try and do this himself. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Ready?
To throw is Daniels. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Let's go. 18, Mustang 19.
Throwing now is Daniels. And it'll be intercepted. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. You look at this Buffalo defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Back to throw again. Going for the deep ball.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, down at the 31.
They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Lamb. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Now back to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
That's an early scrambler that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60.
We're scoreless after one. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it facing a second and long situation.
On the double. Here we go. Strap. Strap 60 by 6.
Here's Daniels. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
Gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Well, he tries to force it in. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all day? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Hey, hey, County Lions. Check, 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 check. Hey, smash. Mustang 19. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Dragon 60. Buffalo 18.
Now Daniels.
He's got Thompson here, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
Ready, break. Viking 18. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
7 Pirates, good.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
This one to the sideline, he's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a 1st down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Ready up.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Cougar 19.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up second down.
The Bills at 7-5 now on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
On the set.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Come back. Back. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 19 Lions.
Back to throw, Daniels.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
The improv back there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Three. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. He'll try to pick it up himself.
5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line.
Ready.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Jaden Daniels
Keeping it himself from 7 yards out.
and the Bills post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. So after the field goal, Riley back out as he'll send this one away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
A tackle made by Dorian Williams.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now 2nd and 9.
18 Cardinal.
Up the middle they go. Lamb get in. The 40 to maybe the 38-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. They'll look to throw here.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 17-yard line. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Okay, ready?
Here's 2nd and 10.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
On third down, here's Hall.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. The quick slant caught. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll throw now on the final play. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there as time expires in the first half.
And the Jets have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.